Fall in love with becoming the best version of yourself, with patience and compassion, respect and honor your journey.
No, now.
You don't have to be perfect or have all the right little petals. Just be you. My name is Carla. Welcome to Love Surrounds Me. Hi, my loves. I have some special guests today. All my dogs are here with me and Colby's here. So welcome to your new moon in Aquarius reading. So this is a collective reading. Whenever you're watching this, may you take it as it resonates. We're having a new moon in Aquarius on February 1st. So I did want to post this a little bit before so that way you guys can receive this message as we're going into this little season and time. But I did want to share with you guys a little bit more about what it means that it is a quote-unquote Aquarius new moon. So before we get into the Aquarius part, a new moon is all about setting intentions. It's a time where we're kind of like reflecting on how things have been going, whereas like the things that we released at the full moon, the things that we've been releasing, and at the new moon it's this space of kind of new. See, I told you we had some special guests, guys. So at this new moon, we're kind of renewing. Babe. Guys, behave. My dogs are full of energy. I feel like sometimes when I start talking or do my videos, they always kind of want to come to me or spend some time around me. But what I was saying is this new moon time is this time of wanting to set new intentions, and we can always renew these things. And to go with the moon phases, I feel like it does help me to stay in tune with my own journey. So today I'm gonna pull some cards for us from my Moonology deck, from my tarot deck. I'm gonna choose a tarot card, my Moonology, and then for my soul journey. So we'll see what comes up for us. I'm excited to get into this collective message and see what is in store for us. So stay tuned in just a little bit, but I did want to just share some things that would be good to know about the energy of an Aquarius moon. So an Aquarian energy is very much like a humanitarian energy, somebody who wants to be in service with their community, but at the same time, they also like and have this need for freedom. And I think that we all have Aquarian energy within us. And right now, it being Aquarius season, we will feel these energies coming up in us as well. So Aquarian energy can also deal with rebellion or just liking their freedom again, right? So it can also tap into like taboo expression. Like Aquarians love just getting into things that maybe people don't like to talk about, or they just have, they sometimes are not accepted all the time, or their ideas may not be. Aquarian energy is very innovative as well, and since there can be taboo expression, there can also be rejection that Aquarians have experienced in their lives, or maybe wherever you have Aquarius in your chart, it'd be worthwhile to just kind of look into that and see how it has played out in your life, or maybe is coming up for you right now. So Aquarians can sometimes have this also want to like serve their humanity, even though sometimes they're not fully seen or they can be rejected. They can sometimes feel like outcasts, or even like the black sheep of their friends or like a group or family. And like I know for me, like growing up, I never really felt like I fit in at school, if that makes sense. Like I remember in elementary, I was bullied like in 5th grade, or just was like, just never really fit in a sense, and always like kind of wanted to get out of there. I always had like older friends. I'm gonna cry. But I did graduate school early as well. But it's just like, and I also feel that in my family sometimes is that like that, but you know what, Aquarian energy is like accepting how different we are and really embracing that. And we are here to expand in this life. So I think in this new moon, it's worthwhile to really think about our self-worth and about doing less as well, but doing more for ourselves so that we can do more for others. Because yes, it does tap into this humanitarian energy, but we need to give ourselves that love and attention and appreciation as well, so that when we are receiving, you know, the beauty of the growth and the service that we're giving to others, we also have to be in a space where we can be feel like we're worthy and deserving and truly worthy of the things that we want, you know, like so if you want all of what, okay, if you got all of what you need, would you be able to receive it? Think about this, you know, with the Aquarian energy always wanting to help others, we have to really again come back within ourselves. So in what ways are we not appreciating ourselves, and in what ways are we appreciating ourselves? So this is a great time to tap into that. It's also a time where we're being challenged because there are things that are changing, and we have to accept that change is always happening, and that discomfort is a signal that there's change, and change is not bad. We can embrace it with a responsibility for ourselves and our well-being. So I'm going to pull a card. My dogs. It's like the time where they get hyper and they want to go outside. Conclusions are within reach is the card that came out from my Moonology deck. And this is the energy of this one is full moon eclipse. So conclusions are within reach for this new moon in Aquarius. You know, maybe these energies this week, you may feel like you are getting some conclusions or things that are just kind of aligning, where you're maybe some ideas that are just coming together for you, and conclusions, things coming together. There's endings, there's also new beginnings. And so I this new moon and it being in Aquarius, so right before the moon goes into Aquarius, it will be in Capricorn, which has us focusing a lot on our goals and our responsibilities and the way that we want to play out our role in our life, who we want to be, and like how we want to show up in the world. So again, we may experience this discomfort because there's change coming. Conclusions are within reach. This is definitely like a confirmation there, right? We were just talking about this. So see how this plays out in your life. Don't, you know, maybe we might not experience these new beginnings right away, but I think that, like, in a sense, like on the new moon, but it's like, know that these conclusions are coming, and that you'll start experiencing this new energy coming from this work that you put in. And sometimes that might take actually communicating your feelings, communicating what you feel, communicating your ideas. Conclusions are within reach, and it is in your hands, my love. The other card for my Soul Journey deck is the Balance card. Wow, I love this. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. I love that. I bring a state of... Guys! I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. My dogs are so hyper. So conclusions are within reach, but we must find balance. And I feel like this does have to do with maybe us. Guys, I don't know where I left off because my dogs are distracting me, but just kind of going back to that. So conclusions are within reach, and we must find balance within these new endings. We bring a state of perfect harmony into our world, and we can do so, without judgment on ourselves. So let's see what tarot card will come up for this collective message and what it is that we need to hear. And see, you know, as we feel through these discomforts of change and try to find balance, what is some advice that we can receive in this moment to... Ooh, okay. We need to rest, okay? The sun in reverse indicates it brings so much positive and optimistic energy, but when it's in reverse, it's telling you that you need to rest to find balance. Conclusions are within reach, but before you can really feel all of the goodness that is coming to you right now, you may be feeling drained in a sense from like maybe a lot of I feel like a lot of us are relating to this so much in the sense where like we're coming out of the holidays, and January went so quick. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a lot of us are feeling very drained, and we need to tap into the things that we feel and truly check in on ourselves, because it's so important, and we need to deem ourselves worthy of this time that we give ourselves instead of giving so much to others all the time. And not that that's a bad thing, but we need to make sure we're giving to ourselves first. So with the sun in reverse, it can also represent just a little bit of a delay, or maybe even being overwhelmed by success. So again, it is a good thing, but it can also, right, sometimes when there's an excess of energies, again, we have to find this kind of balance. So This can also represent egocentricity, also a loss of energy. So that's why I'm telling you guys, we need to rest ourselves and we need to kind of rejuvenate because we're in need of recovery. Conclusions are within reach, but we need to tap into that and truly what we're feeling to find that balance. So I hope you take this message as it resonates. If you guys would like to book a reading with me, I would love that so much. You can visit my website, Love Surrounds Me, and check out like the little description down below for the rest of my info. Please subscribe and stay tuned for my next video. I think I'm going to be doing how to begin your tarot practice or something kind of like that. So I'm excited for that one, and send in any questions and let me know what resonates for you in this video. I would love to hear about it. You know, if you have any Aquarius in your chart or know any Aquariuses or just are getting to know this Aquarian energy as well, comment anything and what you're feeling as well. I would love to know that, and just know that you're never alone and that your self-love really goes so far, and you taking time for yourself is so important and you're so worthy. So never forget that. I love you guys.